This bubble innovation. I will never get used to it. All right, let's do it. Hello, and welcome to another episode of me eating hot dogs. Today, our hot dog of choice will be Everwood. Everwood Fine Foods, circa 1926, according to this. We'll go into this in a little bit. Beef hot dogs, natural casing. These are pretty accessible by me in San Francisco, which I'll explain why in a minute as well. All right, before I get to this, as always, I need to drone on about something. And I've even had some complaints last week that I just went on a little bit too much. Here's what I have to say. If you don't like what I'm talking about, just fast forward. That's what you got the little thing at the bottom for. Fast forward to the review, see what I gave it. You're done in 25 seconds. You're done in 25 seconds. All right? Just leave me alone about it, because I'm going to continue to do this droning on. It's the only thing that makes it worth doing. I get to tell you about hot dog history. I'm going to do a little local hot dog history, as in hot dog history wrapped around me today. So, one thing you should know. Besides being obsessed with hot dogs, I'm also obsessed with cookbooks. I like to collect them, but I like to collect very specific types of cookbooks. I like cookbooks that are old, especially old cookbooks that have imagery in it, pictures of stuff, especially from the 50s and 60s, because I just think that the kind of food photos that they used to take were crazy. Horrendous even sometimes. I just can't even imagine why someone would think some of these images are even, are supposed to get me to want to eat that food, right? So I was looking through old cookbooks for hot dog specific imagery. Hot dogs used in a recipe in a cookbook, right? Got it? All right, and then I remembered something. It's probably memories that have been blocked just due to shock or trauma. And that was that around 10 years ago or something, my mother-in-law served my family a dish of hot dogs in a casserole. That's right, a hot dog casserole. And just to add to the pain, it was served with lime jello, right? I know, straight from about 1958. So here's what I'm going to do, or here's what I did do, because I've already done it. I recreated the dish. I called up my mother-in-law. I recorded the Zoom of me talking with her. And that's it. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show you a discussion about about hot dog casseroles. That's it, about hot dog casseroles. So let's do this. Let's go look at the video about hot dog casseroles, and then we're going to come back, and then I'm going to eat this hot dog, and I'm going to rate it. I'll tell you what I think. All right, let's do it. Let's call up mother-in-law. Welcome to the show, mother-in-law. How are you?
Well, thank you, son-in-law. I'm better than good.
Okay, great. Well, today we're talking about different types of recipes. I'd like to talk about different types of recipes that people would use hot dogs in. And one recipe that comes to mind is about, 10 years ago or something, we came to eat, and you prepared something that was called a hot dog casserole, right? Do you recall what that is?
Yeah, yes, I do recall, and it took a bit of memory, and it was only from memory that I prepared it for you.
Great. So a hot dog casserole, and you also served it with something that was a bit traumatizing for me, which was a big thing of lime jello. And in the lime jello was carrots and I think celery. Does that sound something familiar to you?
Yes, your vegetables that
that would be how I would eat my vegetables if I lived in what, 1964?
well, the 50s, the
50.
50s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I've done here, I want to just explain this to you, is I have recreated the dish. Okay, I've
Oh my
recreated the dish. I'm going to show it to you right now. I've recreated the dish. Here it is. Here it is.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
All
Now,
right.
what is that white stuff in the Jello? Mayonnaise or something? What is
Okay. So hold on one second. Let me see here. I'm trying to black out of this thing here.
it? Looks like marble, like jade or something.
Okay,
It's
so here we go. So here's what I've
son-in-law.
got here. I've recreated the dish. The dish right here is got the casserole. I'm going to explain that in a second. And this is green jello. Inside that green jello is celery and carrots. Okay.
It's just lovely.
Right?
Yeah, good job. Good job.
Okay, so I want to explain this right here. This right here are hot dogs, some of these string beans,
Canned.
canned string beans, onions, not too
Uh-huh.
much if they're kids, right?
No, that's right. That's right.
And potatoes. And I'd like to talk about these potatoes for a second because they're very similar to ones that I got. Hold on. Let me see if I can push this fork through it. There it is. There it is.
Uh,
These carrots, these potatoes, according to your recipe, are not quite done. They're called for, I guess, they're supposed to be rather crunchy. They're not done. Do you objection? Do you normally complete the cooking of potatoes?
Well, I maybe it's because the green beans are so smushy that the potatoes have to be crunchy.
All right.
Maybe.
Okay. I'm gonna take a shot at this potato for a second.
And you never said vinegar. Did you do a little?
I did.
Why is
I
your
put
face
vinegar. I put vinegar. In.
good?
Oh yeah.
How about that?
The potato tastes like it was fresh from the earth. Because it's so raw. It's so raw.
Well,
Okay. And here's the
so
hot dog right here.
yeah.
To be honest
Oh,
with
and
you,
what kind? What kind of hot dog?
oh, these are Sabrett hot dog right here. Some leftovers from the last tasting.
Surely they'll be good.
I got the vinegar on top of it. I'll be honest with you. I wanted it to be kind of grosser than it is, but it's not really that gross because it's really kind of like a hash rather than a casserole.
That's
There's
true.
there's no cream of mushroom soup or breadcrumbs on top of it.
And
No,
the hot dogs that you have are much larger than my mom would.
and I'll be honest with you. When I had it with you, this green was leaking into this part here, creating a bit of an area here. So what I'd like to do now is I'm going to go in here and
Yes.
take a bite of this thing here. So this is lime jello. Now, why would you decide lime is the right flavor?
Well,
for
it's
this?
the color. It's probably not the flavor as much as the color.
Okay, this is me eating my vegetables.
It looks like that little carrot's waving at you. Good job. How is
I
that?
don't know how you survived the 50s.
You needed more carrot.
All right. So I'm going to say this, not my favorite thing in the world. I'm going to say it right now. But I was looking on the internet and I did find things that I thought were even more dramatic than this. I wanted to show it to you and then we can kind of react off it, okay? All right.
Okay.
So these are from your time frame here. The same time frame of this insane meal. We have the following. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go in. I'm going to do this right now. First one is this. Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Crown roast of frankfurters.
Okay. So the
Is that
first thing I want to note is that this is from 1968 and it is from Weight Watchers.
Oh, you're kidding.
So this is a low-fat, low-calorie meal according to Weight Watchers 1968. It includes 20 hot dogs.
20, which would be 40 halves.
No, I think it's 20 halves. And then if you look at it, on the top is a salad, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's a salad devoid of any green. There's no green in this salad. It is thoroughly ungreen. Matter of fact, I'm not even sure it looks like a salad entirely. It looks like something that I would scrape off an air filter in my like 1971 Duster, right? It does not
But
look
see
like
the broccoli. See the broccoli below,
those are
right?
not broccoli. Don't mistaken these things down here
Oh, what
for
is?
broccoli. That is a parsley. In between the toes are parsley.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
All
Yeah.
right. And it was also a best bet, a budget best bet. So Crown roasted frankfurters. Is this anything that did you eat anything like this in the
No,
50s, 60s?
no. But I mean, if put it sideways and maybe with potatoes, it would
All right.
be familiar.
Okay. All right. We're gonna go to the second one now. Okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go. Second one. I want your
Oh,
opinion.
geez. Oh my goodness. How creative.
Okay, this is called
What
a
was this called?
Frankenroni. This is called a Frankenroni loaf, 1958. But
Cheese.
basically, it is some type of pot of custardy pie, according to this, and it's sitting in a pool of its own blood. You know what
Well, is that ketchup? Of course.
I'm saying? I don't
It
think that's
is.
ketchup. And then there's olives, as you can see, and then a side of breadcrumbs. I guess I don't know what that is on the side, but it doesn't look like it's anything truly edible.
With corn. It's corn. It's hash or something.
Again, no green other than the
Pimento.
the
Yeah.
olive, floating olives. Okay,
Oh, that's
there's like macaroni and cheese on top. Okay,
right. Right.
would you eat one? Would you eat something like this?
Well, I mean, it looks like cheesecake. I mean, that's if you
Hot
stand
dogs.
back, maybe. Well, I think you'll be posting these recipes, will
Oh
you not?
yeah, no, I won't be. Okay, so what do you think? What do you think? Would you eat one?
Uh, let's rate it.
No, let's not rate it. Okay, let's go on to the third one now. The third
Number
one.
3. Okay.
All right, here we go. Number 3. We need to get through these because they need me to rate my new hot dog. Here it is. This is new. I want to show you a more modern recipe for hot dogs. It's some German magazine. Do you see it?
Yeah, I do.
It's called Even Good with Asparagus. So you can see there are these flaccid, disgusting hot dogs that are obviously cold because the mayonnaise is just as thick as it would be right out of the fridge.
Yeah.
It's got asparagus that has no color in it whatsoever.
Yeah.
And if you notice, only thing that's green is trying to escape the dish in horror.
Yeah, it's flying off the mayo. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, but no ketchup. No ketchup.
No ketchup.
There
you go. These are the 3. These are dishes that we found that I feel sit in the same category as this delicious meal that I just had.
And the Jello stands alone.
Well, this could stand for the next 1,000 years like this.
Okay.
All right.
Good job. Good investigation.
All right. Listen, thank you, mother-in-law, for for joining us today to go over this fantastic recipe from yesteryear.
And then there'll be a T-shirt in the mail, and
do me a favor next time. You cook these until they're done. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
No, it's not in the recipe. Parboil.
Maybe we could mash them. Thank you, son-in-law, for thinking of me. It's a true honor.
All right.
I'm your biggest fan.
I'll see you later.
I really am. Bye.
Okay, we're back. We're back after that. I apologize. If this is just off the rails, I apologize. It may very well be off the rails. Okay. So let's talk about this. We're gonna, as I said, eat this Evergood. 1925, Evergood was a pork butcher in the Mission District of San Francisco. They opened up there. They did sausages and hams, and around the 1950s they moved to Bayview, where they continue until now. In 1968. They got a contract, or they got an agreement to sell their hot dogs and sausages to Safeway, and the rest is history. They've been around ever since. They make lots of sausages around here. I'm not really sure if they're kind of international. I mean, if they're nationally available, but they're all over San Francisco. and there's the Bay Area. So I figured, why not give it a try? They are natural casing, which are kind of nice, and you know, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Okay. Okay, look at this here. Evergood Frankfurter Old Fashioned, they call it, Old Fashioned Frankfurter, because it has the natural casing on it. Okay, it looks good. It is a plump hot dog for a casing hot dog. It's definitely not as thin as, say, the Boar's Head hot dog. It's lighter in color than the last few hot dogs I've had. Yes. All right. I'm going in. Going in. Here I go. Okay. Okay. So let me explain. It's mild in flavor. It is not a massively salty hot dog. It's also not a massively garlicky hot dog. It has a very good texture. It has a really good snap. Not as snappy as some of the others, but also it's pretty high on the snappage there. It has the, it's moist, bologna-like maybe a little sweet. Again, I'm not the sweetest thing, but it's a very, very, very good hot dog. It's actually, it's an excellent hot dog. Good. Good. What's interesting is about 10 years ago, more, 12 years ago, who knows, I had a hot dog, kind of a blind tasting of hot dogs. And I remember that the Evergood actually, surprisingly, was towards the top of the tasting when I did that with my pals. Okay. Evergood hot dog. 3-2. 3-2. It's a good hot dog. It's a good hot dog. I would definitely, here, I'm going to take a little bit of this off. Now it's more even. I would definitely buy these again. And definitely in a pinch, I would buy these. They're good. Very good hot dogs. Okay? That's it. That's it. That's all you got for today. Again, I apologize if this entire episode went off the rails a little bit, or if it was nuts. But I'm trying to like, you know, I don't know, do some refreshing on aspects of it. All right. Next time. I'll see you later. Bye. Me eating hot dog.